from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, top 5 matchup this late in the season. It feels like a de facto playoff game.
It is, man. This is the big showcase. Late in the season, you're proving to the committee exactly who you are, where you stand. I don't think it gets any better than this late season showdowns. A lot of time rivalries too, Jesse. These are the best.
David, you're right. And both of these teams have been on a collision course all year long. We knew that this game was going to matter a lot, so you know the intensity is going to be off the charts.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Arch is going to throw for it. And he gets it away.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Long way to go on 2nd down. To the air, it's Manning. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. 3rd down coming.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. the same page. And the timing just a hair off.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number one receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? Put a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dante Moore escapes the pressure going right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back at the 20. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Brown. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
Now, I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a crease. Turning it on. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Davison. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
They run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's got enough. Still running at the 40. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Bringing it back. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Arch Madness. Out wide left, it's Brown. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throws it back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. To throw, Manning. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sarp, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's 2nd to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Ready, go!
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. See some running room. Crosses to 40. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Ducks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. He'll take a deep shot here. Got it down the field. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's Manning to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's a frustrating run right there for this offense. 3rd and goal, man, trying to be physical, pound the football, can't do it, get stopped for a loss, and now it's 4th and goal. And I think because of the situation, still early in this football game, multiple possession lead, you might just want to kick the field goal, cut into this lead a little bit.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. 4th down, Manning. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They're all over it. They get to him as he throws. It's dropped after taking the hit.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Sees a crease. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's more. Caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's more to throw. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the quarterback and swatting that ball to the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You know, there are a lot of offenses that would decide to just try to plow that football forward in between the tackles. There they went with the jet sweep, trying to catch the defense off guard with their speed, but the defense was having none of it.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. This is a designed run. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Arch to throw. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Wingo. Turns it on at midfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
We need a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Booster, booster.
Making the adjustment on the play.
Hydra, hydra.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Sweet, sweet.
Manning. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. The victory caps the season there for them at 11-1, one of the best regular seasons in program history. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working, and he's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Fires left. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Running to the left, and he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Moore. Fires to the right. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Gain of 20. First down for the offense.
The Ducks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for space. It's Davison. Enough to move the chains. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Bear. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. He scores for the 5th time in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Arch is going to throw for it. Rushes on. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Looking downfield, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout, and they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hits the hole, it's Davison. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the direct snap, it's Bear. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back has it. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. And they stop him. Denied at the 2, and the defense gets the turnover on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going flying down the left side. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run him again. Sees an alley. There he goes. The 50. Inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ducks. And the pummeling has started. That might be the proverbial fourth quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Number 39 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One more time, it's Brown. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Powers inside. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Manning with a play fake. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Arch Madness. Look out. And they got him.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack.
Black 14. Go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Looking for more room. He's at the 50. He's inside the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing more. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The offense lining up for a first down play. And they'll take a knee. Second and long here. Looking for room. It's Davison. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.